Hello Loomers! On to part 3 of my Entrelac. While you were away, I finished knitting this section right here. That was just the same as this section. So if you wanted to watch the whole thing being made there after the start, you just rewind the last one to this one because I did the exact same thing. So this is what it looks like so far. We finished the first row, and we finished that part of the second row. Now we are going to do this section right here with this little sad little tail waiting to be attached to something. Hold on. Okay, so we have these three triangles done. We have this side triangle and these two square sections. Now we have to do this triangle. Now on this one, the triangle's a little tight, and I want to try to make it a little looser this time. So I'm going to do it a little bit differently, and we'll figure that out together. All right, so here we go. All right, so I have my little side stitches right here. See, they're pretty easy to see. I'm going to put them on the pegs. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, last one, 7. Okay, got them all on. All right, let's look at this triangle one more time. All right, now I start knitting all 7 of them, and then I decrease, a real decrease this time, where I do the knit 2 together on the end, getting one smaller each time until I get down to 1. And then the next section is going to be knit off of that, so I don't need to connect this to anything while I'm knitting. I just knit. So let's do that. Okay, 1, 2. Okay, first row is all 7. And then we knit back to peg 1. Now, let's see. I want this not to be as tight. So what I think I'm going to do on this row, I'm going to knit all 7 pegs, then come back and then go over. So let's do that. Or 6 pegs because I'm slipping the first one. Okay, so now I'm going to take this last one off the peg and put it on the next peg. There we go. Then let's knit another row. That's 5 pegs knit this time instead of 6. Knit back. And now you bring the end one off the peg, put it on the next one in. Now we knit 4 pegs this time. Oh, and look, the color is finally changing, I think. And now we knit back. We pull the last stitch off the last peg. Put it on this one. Knit 3 this time. Go back to the beginning. The last peg, or lift the last peg onto the next peg. There we go. Knit 2. Yeah, we are fully on changed color. Yay. Go back to the beginning. Pull it off the last peg. Put it here, knit it over. Now we knit the first peg, now we only have 1 peg and I knit it. Okay, so let's see what we got here. We got a triangle. I'll pull it off the peg so I can see it better. We get a nice triangle, and let's see how stretchy it is compared to this one. Oh yeah, this isn't stretchy at all. And this is nice and stretchy. So whatever I did wrong before, I think I fixed it. And I have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I have like one extra thing. But apparently that's what it takes. Or, let's see, I could just take off this last stitch I did and just put these 2 on the peg and have that be one stitch. I think that's what I'm going to do. Okay, so now this triangle is done, and I'm going to put all of these side stitches onto the peg. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Get on. 7. It is not cooperating. I'm going to make this last one bigger. There. My brain works sometimes. Okay. So this last triangle, we knit it all down to 1, and then we set it on sideways. And now we're going to knit this one. It's just a square, just like the ones we did before. But we are going to be putting the stitches on this side instead of the other side, like we did when we were pointed this direction. So this direction, we pick up these stitches. So let's get our handy dandy crochet hook. And I got these 7 stitches here, so these 7 stitches are the ones I'm going to pick up and put on the crochet hook. So let's do that, starting on the other side. Okay, I got 6 on the crochet hook, and the 7th one, pick up, put on the next peg over. So now I'm going to do what I did before, knit all the way across. Oh, you know what? Okay, since, here, where am I? No, that doesn't matter. Okay, never mind. Let's just start knitting. Oh, hold on. Yeah, my brain. I'm going to need 7 free stitches because this is the section we're making right now. I need 7 free stitches over here. So I need to make sure that when I knit the first row, I don't slip that stitch. So let's take this row, which means you pull those back over, pull that back over. Okay, let's do it again by knitting the first one. Alright, sometimes you're knitting multiple loops. You have to do one at a time. There we go. Got it. So now we knit back. Pull another loop off. And knit. Looks like we're blue again. Maybe I did not pick the right yarn for this. Okay, another loop off and on. Okay, we're almost all done with that one. Now this one I'm going to do a little bit differently than the squares in the second row when I get at the end. And I think it'll make them even better. Now, don't you go away. Oh, yeah. See, this is why you shouldn't do things out of order. In that row, I had put this on the peg before I knit back, and I confused myself. So don't do that. Always make sure you knit back here before you put the next loop on. All right, here we go. There we are. See, I'm knitting back. Then I'll put the loop on. All right. Now, I got all the loops on. So I'm going to knit them all. Okay. This is the last row before I do that row next. So I'm going to knit all of them. So when you do the last loop, knit every single peg. And now we do our row for good measure. Apparently that's what I'm calling it. So let's look at our side stitches here. One, two, three, four, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, we got them all, yay. So now we go on to our next section. So we just did this one. So the next section is this one. It'll be done exactly the same way. So we just have to put this up on the board. And it's sitting there begging to be put up, all in place and ready. So 1, 2. Come on. What are you tangled up in? There. You got 7 stitches, 7 stitches on the board, ready to knit. So let's get over there and ready. Let's get on peg 1. Now, we're all set up with our working yarn to start, but we also have to knit onto this. So let's pick up the next section and put it on our crochet hook. And then you'll do it just like you did this one. And then the next one will be picking up the triangle. So that's these two exactly the same, this one different because of the triangle. So let's do this one. And I will get back to you when we do the triangle one. All right. See you then.